Huh. I expected something more threatening. Of course, now that I say that, I better get this right. If all goes smoothly, I may be able to finish the next survival level as well. This Let's Play is going to turn out a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it would be 10 or 15 hours. I think it's going to be closer to 20 hours now. Around 60 parts. Maybe more, because I've decided I am going to show the second time through the adventure. It's sufficiently different and sufficiently more difficult that I think it would be good to show it. And the second time through the adventure is why I'm so set on getting that 10th seed slot. Because you don't entirely have control of what your plants are going to be the second time through the adventure. There are a few that are not your choice in each level, which means that each one you can have past those is even more valuable. Because you do get to choose most of the plants, just not all of them. It's like 3 you don't get to choose, and then the rest you do. And once again, I'll be left with plenty of sun, assuming that nothing really bizarre happens here. Ah, of course it did eat my cattail. You know what? I don't like you, so I'm just gonna put it back to spite you. You being the zombies collectively, not the specific one whose head already got removed. I don't like you either. I didn't even need to pick up that coin. I think when you end a level, all the coins that are still there, get picked up automatically. Okay, now you see that the first of the hard modes gets unlocked. I'll get to those probably next session. For now, the fog levels. Alright, of course, the fog levels are the ones where you really have to make sure that you have all of the plants you need for that specific situation, because you need the night plants and the pool plants. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go Puff Shroom, Scaredy Shroom, Repeater here. I want a plantain. What else do I want? Oh, garlic might be useful for this. Garlic and squash will be my emergency plants for this level. I'm not sure if the fog gets more widespread as it goes on, or maybe it's just more extensive in the other one, the one that's hard difficulty. Once again, you do get the extra time at the beginning, which is especially desirable here because of all the specific plants you need to put in. I always get nervous when nobody's firing, because I'm wondering if that means that the zombie is in a lane that I am not protecting. Although assuming it's on land rather than in the water, that wouldn't have been possible this time. I think the programmers meant to make it so that a Puff Shroom that was there ahead of time would just get rid of a regular zombie, like just before it was going to be eaten. And sometimes that seems to work, and other times it doesn't. Don't know why I used the sun for a lily pad. I should have just planted another. Sun Shroom on land. Anyway, if you have two puff shrooms, like, backing each other up, then it will definitely be enough to take out a regular zombie before anything gets eaten, or even partially eaten. Don't want him to get partially eaten either, because that means, you know, the next time the zombie comes, it may eat the rest of it. On plants other than the really durable ones, you don't see how much damage is there, but there is damage there. It does keep track. And a conehead already. Fortunately, I'm getting some steadier sun production now. And I really should be planting more sea shrooms. I know how I'll use my garlic. I'll put them in front of the planterns. It's like a poor man's walnut. Garlic will eventually get eaten if you leave it around. It's just that it will take a long time to get eaten because no zombie will eat more than a tiny bit of it at one time. I'll put another one here. It also means that I don't have to guard those rows as heavily in the early going. Of course, I will want to make sure that I'm guarding them more heavily later on. Especially since sooner or later I want to get rid of the garlic and put other plants there like tall nuts. But for now I think this setup works to keep me out of the dark. And I shouldn't be planting the scaredy shrooms anymore. I should go to the real... I should go to the, you know, business plants. Business plants. I'm having a vision of a repeater in a business suit. That's a funny image, actually. Or, no, I think a sun shroom would work better. Next one, Plants vs. Bosses, or Plants vs. Investors. That would be interesting. Once again, I should be replacing the less valuable plants first. I probably should have gotten Tangled Kelp. Instead, you get squashed. Oh, and of course his cone was just coming off. Good anyway, there were a lot of zombies there. Not going to choose puff shrooms or sea shrooms from now on because I have enough sun so that I don't need to resort to those. Or rely on those. Can I plant another one? Yes. Okay, screen door dude's here. Could use fume shrooms. Or spikeweed. And once again, I'm going with sunflowers as my replacement sun plants if I need them, because they produce sun more quickly right at first, and I now have the sun so that I will be able to plant them. Okay. Tall nuts, yeah, I should go with tall nuts because I'm going to want mag shrooms. Spikeweed will be good against these guys. Tangled Kelp, do I want that? Definitely want a plantern. I think I'll go with... yeah, these should be good. Ah, fog goes away right at the beginning. How nice. Put this guy here first. And I'll replace this row with torchwood. Starting here. Those garlic thingies will, I guess clove would be the word for a unit. Those garlic cloves will remain useful for a bit longer, so no hurry to dig them up. Just as he realized how bad that garlic tasted, that pea blew his head off. And that guy too. Sometimes in this game it's just the little things. I mean, no denying it in my mind. Making a game funnier makes it a lot more replayable. Especially if it's, you know, the subtle sort of stuff that you may not pick up the first time. Okay, Torchwood definitely helps here. You know what, I might as well put my mag shrooms in the rows that are already protected by garlic. Yeah, if you can protect, you know, multiple vulnerable plants like that with the same things, then that can save you some. Okay, now I actually have some substantial defenses up in each row. I.e., zombies being burned in every lane. Couple of mag shrooms, not enough to take away everything, but enough to help a lot. Wow. Ooh, I got that in too. I didn't think I'd get that. Okay, now tall nuts will actually be pretty important. Because we got these jerks. I think I'll forego spikeweed because there are too many other plants that I need. If I can remember what they are. Or maybe I'll just forego Spikerock and use spikeweed. Yes, I think that makes sense. At least one commenter has suggested that I should buy the Twin Sunflower. That is one of my favorite, you know, Crazy Dave plans. I will definitely show that off. I've said this before, I think the main advantage to the Twin Sunflower is that it saves you space, because you can get the same amount of sun just taking up one column rather than two. Oh, okay, here you see that the garlic cloves are partially eaten. Actually, I've never seen that before. I guess that's because I don't usually use garlic, but if you use them in a survival level, then it should. And that makes sense that they get eaten more thoroughly. This is going to come right near 40 minutes. Which I guess is what I want, really. I just am hoping to do this without any audio skipping, which has been basically my big challenge for this entire project. Now, I don't know if they have, if the garlic cloves show two stages of partially eatenness or just one. Guess I'll find out. Meanwhile, you know what? I should be planting the tall nuts on land, because the pogo zombies don't go in the water. Too late now, because the thing's still recharging. And put more mushrooms there, though. You see, what I really don't like is when they appear on the other side of your tall nuts. Because it's like, how are you supposed to prepare for that? Having more than one tall nut in a column is pretty expensively redundant. Okay, here's something I should do. 2 flags left. Oh, crap, diggers. Okay, I definitely want cattails here this time. And ladder zombies. Okay, yes, magnet shrooms and cattails are essential here. Well, I guess you could use split peas instead of cattails, but I prefer cattails because they're generally more powerful. Plantern. I'm getting dangerously close to forgetting Planterns here. Which wouldn't have been a problem in the previous levels in retrospect, because, you know, I have protected them well enough. Okay, I'm definitely going to put cattails here quickly. Otherwise, those diggers will catch me off guard. They may do that anyway, but at least they'll get killed. I hope. Okay, they do show 2 stages of partially being eaten. That garlic clove looks pretty sad. But you know what? It's really helped. You have served your garden well, oh brave stinky garlic. I wish there were more space to plant cattails. That's one of the drawbacks. You can only plant them in 2 of the lanes. But like, if I could plant them there and there, those would be good things to put there. Okay. Tall nuts in every row that doesn't have garlic. And spikeweed would help too. Okay, now is when the diggers will start coming. Huh? Okay, each garlic is still there. Oh, I might want another... Oh, it's not recharged yet. That's why I didn't plant it. Okay, I have most of what I want to have. And now we get these jerks. Okay, spikeweeds should... Yeah, spikeweeds will take care of them. I'll have to keep replacing the spikeweeds, but that'll be enough. It should be. It looks like I can use the same plants I've been using. Yeah, and that should, keyword being should, wrap it up. Jump the gun there. I guess that term comes from the time when they used to start races by firing a gun. The reason why they stopped doing that was because people decided that that was not the fair way to start the race, because people in one lane, people in the lanes closer to the gun, would hear the sound just, you know, however many milliseconds before people in the lanes further away, or farther away, whichever, so that the people in the closer lanes would have that slight advantage. Now, I'm not sure how that would be enough of an advantage, considering that there would be, you know, a few meters from one end of the track's width, or one side of the track, to the other. I'm talking about, you know, running races. And also, you know, people aren't going to react to it at exactly the same time. But, you know, it's, I guess with the very small differences in times at high levels of running, it did make a difference. So now instead of guns to start races, they have this sort of electronic horn thingy that sounds from a box at each person's lane separately, so that they all are guaranteed to hear it at the same time. Oh. Actually, haven't even gotten to 40 minutes yet. Not quite. Okay. 2 more survival levels in chains done. And that's the end of the session for today. Thinker2112, over and out. Bye.